Good morning. We're going to try something here. So I've got this video on magnification. I want you to see the segmented body. Then I'm going to flip the phone around and try to finish this fly and explain kind of the parts of it that come from other people. So let's see how this works out. I better go back to normal. There we go. Hopefully you can still see this. Me, whatever. And so this is sewing thread. It's kind of a light green. And I've tied a body for this spinner. That's what you're going to call it, is a spinner. It's a mayfly that's coming back in the evening, and it's already mated and it's going to die. And it sits on the water and it's kind of sparkly and whatever. But at the stage here, and this is tied Andy Kim style. This underbody is really the young special, and you start the thread in the middle, go forward, come back, a few reps past where you originally started toward the tail, you cut the thread, and more, and that creates a taper. And then you spin the thread, twist it up really tight, and remember, this is like cotton sewing thread, and the little fibrils of cotton kind of break off and it gets fuzzy, and so you have this fuzzy segmented body. And the stage on that, right, is to finish with the tying thread. But notice I've got another bobbin here, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. So I'm just going to put black on this, and I'm going to make a black head with my funky way of whip finishing, where I have a lot of precision, right? I'm going to build that head in black and build it up a little even, because I went down enough inches on this tying thread, which is really sewing thread. And I'm going to keep using this until it's a little bit bigger than the body. It's truly a head. It has some size to it beyond, the base fly. And so I don't know how many wraps that's been. It's probably been about 10. But that's just going to act like a whip finish. And I'm going to, and you got to do this pretty slow, because this thing was twisted up to get that segmentation, and you really want to close that loop up slowly. I'm not quite there. There I am. Okay, now I just cut that. And what you see here is I've got this other tying thread. This is whoops. Better tighten that up. Well, no, I'm just going to be gentle here, and I'm going to make a segmented to a place where I'm going to tie in the wing. Now, the tail was tied in first with this fly tying thread. I got a little tail, but I want to show you, this is organza. And there's a wonderful feature about organza. So you see I got a little place where I can cut a little square. The length I want, because I'm going to put a wing in here. And with organza, all you have to do is pull the crystal flash out of this kind of webby, brittle nylon. I hope you can see that. See, I'm getting it all out, right? And now I chose the size of that little square so that I can just tie this in the middle, carefully, like that. Okay, now I haven't figure eighted it yet, but that's what I'll do next. And so are they pretty even? Maybe I'll tug on that just a little bit, maybe a little bit more. And now I just pull this back, right? Because remember, we're figure eighting here. Pull this back, and I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 wraps on that side. And the wing is kind of swept back right now, and this one's in the right position. And so now we're just going to pull these out a little bit, taking our time. And, you know, I'm not particularly worried about much here. I'm going to make this just kind of flare. That looks pretty good. And now I'm going to just 3 wraps of whip finish right behind that black head that I made before. 2, 3. Right. Supposed to keep your scissors in your hand, but I don't always do that. And so that is pretty much the finished fly. And I'm going to see if I can go take the video. Now, I could trim this out. But you got to remember that Trico spinners, tiny, size 20, they're just dead, floating on the water, kind of shining like this, and they stick together in clusters. And so this certainly looks like a midge that is going to cluster well. And let's see if I can do the magnification thing. I don't know if that worked. There's the table. Oops, let's get that into focus. Not in focus. Well, folks, let's try it again. Here we go. Come on, in focus. Come on. Oh, there it is. And you see the segmented body, the black head, and you see how cute that organza is. And so this is the young, special-bodied organza trico midge. Bye.